Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, man, we got a video about Jimmy High Roller. He always gets me with these titles, man. It always gets me like so geeked up and stuff. Titled "The Moment That Almost Changed the NBA." Forever, man. Forever, guys. So yeah, it's a pretty long video, about 15 minutes, 52 seconds to be exact. Link to his channel, obviously, guys, in the description below. Let's hop into this.
March 28th. 1995.
Okay, good year, good year.
It's a brisk 47 degrees outside.
I was 3.
Tom Hanks just won an Academy Award for his
Almost
role
3.
in Forrest Gump, and the Knicks are preparing to play the Chicago Bulls. Patrick Ewing is on a tear, coming off of a month where he averaged 28 and 12 a game as a top candidate in the MVP race. Meanwhile, the Bulls are well on their way to finishing with their worst record in nearly a decade. They're hardly a 500 team.
Getting pissy too, man. Fighting.
Well, at least they were, until...
There'll be no Beatles reunion. Elvis is still dead, but Michael Jordan is back.
Jordan is back on the court, and the fans are going mad on Madison.
If he wanted to come back to the NBA, he could come back in a second and be one of the best players in the league.
I'm back.
Bro, you got just as much drama as LeBron. What's with all these goats, man, wanting late? LeBron did the same damn shit with the decision, man. Just like, all eyes on me.
Average almost 7 blocked shots a game. Oh, great.
He was in Space Jam, man, so he can act too. So.
Michael, you got it, baby. Poster.
Yeah. Jordan, man, the Jordan days.
Michael Jordan made his return.
Second best player, man, NBA
days
history
ago,
right there.
And although a bit rusty, he's the most dominant force on the court. At the time, this March matchup was nothing more than an ordinary game between two rival teams. But inevitably, it would become the game that nearly changed the league forever.
Bro, imagine we're number 45 though. Like, why would you pick that?
Both teams come out firing, going blow for blow. The Knicks pull out to a 3-point lead at the end of the first and find themselves ahead by 6 at the half.
Okay.
Although the score is separated by just 6 points, the Knicks are looking like the better team, and for the first time in this heated rivalry, they feel like they could make a statement against Michael and his Bulls. This was their chance to show that they were finally ready to transcend this Bulls squad. The same Chicago Bulls that knocked him out of the playoffs 4 out of the last
Dunked on his ass, man. Damn. He
Fucking
fucking grabbed his ass. That's why they call you Ewing, man. Ew. Like, why are you coming at him like that, bro? You literally grabbed nothing but sack right there, bro. My God.
If Jordan wasn't playing absolutely
why would you
out
do
of his
that?
mind.
Yeah, your thinking there is that if you miss Jordan operating, fell down, got rid of it to Pippen, back to Jordan. Down 80-79.
Bro,
Seconds, a three-point.
double team him or something, man.
For 32. Isolated against Starks, carrying 5 fouls. Jordan from 16. There's the...
Bro, double team his ass. You goddamn, was that Starks on him?
53.
It ain't Tony Stark, man. This ain't the Avengers.
After dropping 35 points in the first half,
Oh my
Jordan
God.
comes out in the third quarter ready to put the Knicks to bed. John Starks, on the other hand, would rather be anywhere in the world except right here.
Cause the
getting
bitch ass
abused
getting
by MJ.
exposed.
After battling for 47 minutes in a game that would go down as an all-time regular season classic, the game is tied with just 39 seconds left in the fourth. The Bulls put the ball in Jordan's hands and let him go to work.
Here we go. Here we
MJ
go.
goes left, then pushes right, hesitates, pump fakes, and gets Starks in the air.
That's a
then,
foul.
in true Jordan fashion, sinks the jumper.
And 1, 2.
Bulls by 2. John Starks comes back and draws a foul with just 14.6 seconds left on the clock and sinks 2 clutch free throws.
Nice.
Tie game.
Goat mode activated.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
With less than
What
15
just happened?
seconds left on the clock, Jordan has to make something happen. He pushes the ball up the court.
Bro, is that
With
Jimmy Lin
just
playing
8
defense
seconds
on
left
him?
in the game, Jordan comes down and hits Starks with the crossover
Oh, Starks,
so
okay.
mean that for a brief moment, John Starks actually forgot how to walk.
Bro, it's almost tore his
Gathering himself
ACL.
in this puddle of misery, Starks tries to recover, but it's too late. The only thing between Michael and the basket is Patrick Ewing. Jordan spins, rises, and shoots the
Gotcha, bitch!
Jordan takes the shot and zips a pass to Bill Wennington underneath the basket.
He gonna miss
Now,
it.
Bill, good old Bill, was set up to put this epic thriller in the books.
Oh, God.
This was his time to shine. In fact,
oh God,
it was his only time to shine, since aside from the 3 personal...
Look at that, man. Look how close he is. Every moment in your basketball life led up to this little made dunk right here, man. Your gifted height that was given to you by the Lord and Savior himself, man. You gotta make the dunk.
Fouls he had racked up in this game, Bill had not produced a single stat all night. Up until this moment, Bill Wennington had done absolutely nothing all game. But that
Bill, now the bitch ass guy right here.
Out for 1.1 seconds.
Oh! Good job, Bill. I thought he was gonna miss it.
That was outstanding.
Truly a basketball god.
Yeah.
But there's
standing
still
dunk.
time on the clock, so
Good
with
job.
3.1 seconds left, the Knicks inbound the ball to Starks. Now is his chance to get Jordan back.
That's way too deep
stand
out.
His ground
He ain't Curry.
And prove that the East now belong to the Knicks.
He ain't Curry, man. He ain't Curry, man. Come on, come on.
Oh!
How embarrassing, man. Oh my God. It was at that second, man, the Knicks curse was upon them, man. Oh my God. Like, seriously.
Everyone in this league.
Bro. Oh my God, wow. I feel embarrassed for
Starks,
him.
while simultaneously his pants, loses the ball,
literally
goes back court, commits a turnover, and then puts up a backward 60-foot heave.
What if he made that
Pat
shit,
Riley
though? That'd be go. That'd be go.
Once again, MJ seals the deal in heroic fashion. Needless to say, for the next 3 seasons, he went on to rewrite record books and cement his legacy in history. But all of this nearly didn't happen. In fact, for a split second,
he almost got signed by the
landscape of basketball
MLB.
could have been changed forever. During the second quarter of that March matchup, with 25 seconds left on the clock, Jordan drove the ball to the hoop and was caught in an awkward mix-up with Patrick Ewing.
Uh-oh.
And that is when this happened.
Wait, you almost get hurt?
Exposed here against the New York Knicks tonight. 5 to shoot.
Oh, wow, man. Yeah, that was not a great fall. Oh, he got his ass back up.
He was going dunk all the way.
The man said, I've seen worse from the Monstars, bro. Like, I literally got squished into a ball by the Monstars and tossed around. Like, this man literally made out of, like, rubber or something. See, he's fine. He's fine. He's like Mr. Fantastic.
He was going to the middle, and he just took it right to the baseline.
No, he's good. He didn't even, like, shooken up. He's good.
He has him beat. Now watch what happens. He's going dunk all the way here. But then...
So flagrant 7. Flagrant 7 on Ewing. Ooh. Yeah, not great, man. That give me like Sean Livingston vibes.
At first glance, this looks pretty bad, but when you watch it a second time, it's even worse.
Right, it's Sean Livingston
MJ
vibes.
Somehow managed to walk
Paul
away
George
from this with absolutely no injury is beyond me.
His train with the
foot
Looney
is
Tunes.
completely contorted, and his leg falls underneath him as
Like,
the
look
entire
at
weight
that.
of his body comes down on it. Not only that, he also hits his head on the way down.
Oh my God,
This
man.
could have, and probably should have, been a catastrophic injury. We've seen players land like this before. 2 seasons ago, Gordon Hayward got caught up in a similar
good
fashion
comparison.
and ended up with a terrible injury that sidelined him for the entire season. Back in 2007, Sean Livingston came down at an awkward angle, and it resulted in arguably the worst injury in modern basketball. Same goes for Klay Thompson, who is still sidelined because of an awkward
Don't want to see that one
landing in
either.
last
I
season's
hate
finals.
gory ass shit, man.
Not only did these falls sideline players for
I like
the
The
entire
Walking Dead,
season,
but that's
with
fake.
injuries like this, players never truly recover 100%.
Or is it?
Whether it's a loss of explosiveness, a hitch in their step, or just a mental barrier lingering from the most traumatic moment in their sports career. If injuries as severe as these don't ruin a player completely, it certainly hinders
who's
their
that?
court. Luckily, that night, the basketball gods spared Jordan. But what if things were different? What if this fall resulted in an
I feel like
injury
we're about to enter a Mike Korzema video, guys. What if Michael Jordan's leg got torn off?
that took Michael Jordan out of the game for good?
And changed
we
the
would have never
NBA
got
forever.
the chance to witness this, or this, or this. In fact, a league without Jordan is
Steve Kerr would have did all that
interesting
shit,
one.
man. Come on
Because
now.
Although he only went on to play 3 more seasons with the Bulls and 2 more ill-advised seasons with the Wizards, his impact was monumental. Over the next 3 seasons,
I'm gonna do a rebuild
their way through the
of
entire
MJ's
NBA
Wizards
and three-peated for the second time in a decade. But in this alternative timeline, without the help of the best player to ever lace up, that never happens. Instead, in 1996, the Orlando Magic or the Seattle Supersonics come out on top. It's hard to say which team would have won the championship in this hypothetical finals matchup,
would have been the Magic for
either
sure, man.
way, it's not the Bulls. In 1997, without MJ or the Bulls as the clear favorites, it's almost certain that the Utah Jazz pull ahead as the most dominant team in the league.
They would have choked again, man.
For their first championship in franchise history. And again, in 1998, the Jazz come out on top and win back-to-back titles as they beat the Pacers, who made it out of the East instead of...
Why are we talking about the Jazz winning back-to-back when they couldn't even win one? Like, yeah, MJ's amazing and everything, like, man, second best player, but like, I like... Okay, maybe they pull off one ring, man, but you choking that much, like, you're not going to win 2. That's for damn sure.
In this Jordan-less league, not only do the odds favor heavily with 2 franchises who have never won a title, no matter which way you spin it, numerous NBA legends who never won a ring get their hands on a title this time around. Karl Malone, John Stockton, Penny Hardaway, Shawn Kemp, Reggie Miller, Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway, among many others, are all NBA greats that got shut down during Jordan's reign. But without him around, we have a shot at basketball immortality.
That sucks for all them.
If we take a look at Jordan's current career statistics compared to what his numbers would be if he never touched the court again after that game in March of '95, immediately we see a tale of 2 different legacies. One being the current MJ that for the vast majority of us is the undisputed GOAT.
Right.
6-0 in the finals and a laundry list of NBA records and moments that have been cemented in
all
time.
them points per game, man.
Then
PPGs.
There's the what if Michael Jordan. The one with absolutely ridiculous numbers.
But it's not over as long a period of time.
Saw a season that wasn't in his prime. The MJ that had the world saying, what if he didn't get hurt in '95? If Michael Jordan never played another game after his fall, would he still widely be considered as the best player of all time? Or would another star rise to the top and rewrite history in his favor?
Oh, hell no, man.
Well, a league without Michael Jordan
ain't nobody calling Malone the GOAT.
Never went 72-10 in 1996.
I don't care the scenario.
Erasing that dominant season from the record books. And without MJ running a monopoly on the league, David Robinson wins league MVP in 1996, winning it in back-to-back seasons. And Karl Malone wins the award in 1998, being only the 4th player in league history to win 3 regular season MVPs in a row. In fact...
Okay, but if Karl Malone, like, ends up winning shit like that, man, then ain't nobody calling him the GOAT, because there's just... We just talk about LeBron now. We just talk about LeBron, right? Like, that's it.
If this moment,
that's it. Maybe he gets like a little small thing of
likely ends his career with
being called the
2
GOAT, but even with that,
possibly 2 Finals MVPs and 3 regular season MVPs to go along with his other NBA records and accolades. That's a resume that would put him right in the middle of the GOAT discussion. But as dramatic as these changes are, Jordan's absence would have a much deeper ripple effect. In fact,
let's hear it.
In this moment, the birth of an entirely different NBA takes shape.
Okay.
See, in 1996, the Bulls won 72 games, so they got the last pick in the first round of that year's draft, which they used to pick Travis Knight. Knight played 7
Who the hell's that?
And averaged just 3 points per game, which, as disappointing as that sounds, it's virtually irrelevant since the Bulls saw so little promise in the kid that they renounced their rights to sign him and he ended up playing for the Lakers instead.
Okay.
Well, in 1996, Michael Jordan had a win share of 20.4, meaning according to advanced metrics, Jordan contributed over 20 wins to the Bulls that season.
Damn,
Of course, this is anecdotal and Jordan's contributions can't be measured in sheer numbers, but if we can put our disbelief to the side for just a moment, this means that with Jordan now gone, the Bulls would have won about 52 games that season instead of 72. Well, that season, the Pacers ended up with 52 wins as well, maneuvering their way to the rights to the 10th pick in the first round of the draft through a trade with the Denver Nuggets. With MJ
My head's
now
starting to really
sidelined
hurt.
for the foreseeable future, the Pacers' path to
Reggie
the
Miller?
championship is now wide open, so this time around they keep their core together instead of trading those key pieces.
Okay,
the same core that got them to the Eastern Conference Finals in the previous season. The only team standing in their way being the Orlando Magic. On the other hand, the Bulls know that without MJ, they aren't the perennial threat they once were, and they're now desperate to get their hands on some talent. Talent that can score the ball and fill the immense hole where Jordan used to be. So this time around, instead of the Pacers, it is now the Bulls who acquire the 10th pick in the draft.
I think I know where this is going. I think I know where this is going.
1996, the Pacers selected 7-foot center Eric Dampier with this pick.
Yep.
But the Bulls don't need a center.
They need a shooting guard.
They need a shooting guard. So they turn their eyes to the next best prospect at that position. A prospect that reminds the Bulls of their fallen superstar. A prospect that would go down as one of the best players of all time.
With the 10th pick in the 1996 NBA draft,
the Chicago Bulls select
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, I fucking knew it was going that direction, man. I knew this shit, man. I knew it. Can you imagine?
Great fast break.
Damn, dude, it don't look right, man. It don't feel right. It don't feel right. It don't feel right.
That's
Stop
right.
this. Stop this
On
nonsense.
March 28th,
Stop this
1995,
nonsense.
Michael Jordan nearly fell victim to a catastrophic injury that would have forced him to retire, helped the Jazz establish themselves as the best team in the league, would have propelled Karl Malone into GOAT status, and would have made a 17-year-old Kobe Bryant the predecessor to the suddenly injured Michael Jordan. Is this one of the most overlooked moments in NBA history? Yes. Am I reaching with some of these assumptions?
Maybe a little bit.
Absolutely.
Maybe a little bit.
Every game, every player, every moment has an endless array of possibilities that could have resulted in an NBA far
Kobe was
different
almost
than
traded to the
one we see
Pistons.
today.
Just saying.
But this is my video, and I have a lot of time on my hands. And when you come across a clip like this, you can't help but to wonder what could have been. But in this moment, the basketball gods chose to spare Michael Jordan from what could have been an injury that would have changed the game to this very day.
Nice.
Hope you all enjoyed.
Oh, I did. Jimmy High Roller, literally the only dude out here, man, that can take this one little foul right here, man. That, yeah, it do look bad. Like, look at that shit, man. That thing's bending right there, man. And turn into a damn 16-minute video that just has us all intrigued. Like, this dude, that's some good storytelling, man. I like that a lot. Guys, I like the NBA how it is. You know, Kobe on the Bulls, who knows? Maybe he never became as good as he was on the Lakers. I don't know, man. This was crazy, though.